Yo, what up, everybody? It is your boy Definity, the host that stay doing the most. Brought to you by everyone's favorite bad kid in the world, besides me, Nick Beam. Holla at the people. What's
What
good,
up,
my
what up,
friend?
what up? What up?
And coming in last by legal order, and because I like him and he's my friend, Como said he say, Cruz.
What up?
What's going on, boys? Welcome back. It's a new week. We made it. Every time we make it back to stream podcasts together, we gotta tip our hats to ourselves because life be lifing, but we always come back around and get back to it. So kudos to us, and kudos to you listening. If you're listening, if you can safely do so, pat yourself on the back, but only if you can safely do so. If you can't safely do so, remember to pat yourself on the back sometime later, because kudos to you too.
Kudos to you.
Right?
To you.
Amen.
To you.
Now, has anyone done anything cool in the time that we have been apart? Por ejemplo, has anyone gone on an airplane and left the state in which they've lived and had an adventure in another state?
I seem to recall over the past couple of weekends me doing exactly that.
Ooh.
So how exciting that you asked me this question right now.
What happened? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
So, if you were here last episode, you know that Lil Wayne was coming into town, but not my town.
Hey, Weezy F baby, please say
Weezy F baby, and the F is for flying to Denver for the weekend.
I see what you did there.
And it was, man, Denver. I'm moving there.
Oh yeah, you keep saying that, right?
It's not true because like you go somewhere for like four or 5 days, right? You're not there long enough, and then while you're there, you're like, let me look up some like property prices. Oh, I could totally afford that if I just sell a kidney and like, it's pretty expensive up there. I'm not moving there, but it was fun. Motor scooters are super fun. We stayed downtown Denver for Thursday to Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Me, A, and B, and our significant others. So
now,
nice.
Before we get too far, because I want to talk about the motor scooters, because every time I'm like in downtown Houston, and I find myself like having not lived down here that long, I find myself downtown at night a lot, like by myself, and I'm just like very confused how that keeps happening to me. And people be on these scooters, right? And it's always hell. And it's delightful to watch because they're just fucking motoring down the sidewalk. And, there's always one person in the group that has no clue what they're doing and therefore is going a half mile an hour, and they're crying. I remember one time it was a group of black women, and they're yelling at this one girl because she's that friend going less than a mile an hour. Come on, girl. Bitch, I'm scared. Like, yo. Who was that in the group? Who was the slowpoke slowing everybody down on the motor scooters?
It was me.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will be two dogs. This is the safe space.
I'm a land mammal, okay? Keep me out of the air. Keep me out the water. Keep me on something that's moving too fast. Damn. Yeah, it was me. It's funny that you mentioned people driving crazy in Houston downtown with on the sidewalks and shit on the scooter. It says do not drive on the sidewalk. You're not supposed to drive on the sidewalk. You're supposed to be taking them in Hotep Horn bike lanes for pedestrians.
Oh wow.
Denver has so many bike lanes. It's such a walkable city. There are sidewalks everywhere. the sidewalk isn't shrinking into or sinking into the ground.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's a bike lane on every street. The place is basically a grid. You know how you guys are from the Northeast. Y'all have been to Texas. I mean, been to New York.
Right.
Yeah, you're from there
Texas.
too. You're from there too.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying. So the motor scooter thing actually works out better in a space that's designed for bicycles and walking. Who would have thunk it? We were going 10, maybe 12 miles per hour at its peak. You give it one scoot, and then
one
you
good
hit the
push.
motor, and it's easy.
But then
to
you're
walk
out?
up, and you're out. You're out. You scan the QR code with your Lyft or Uber app, and then it charges you like, I don't know, 30, 40 cents a minute or some shit like that.
Oh, it's time, not distance.
It's you know the algorithms. They're gonna get you for every nickel and dime. So it's like a little bit of both, right? Do like a 15-minute drive and cover, you know, a good amount of distance. The most I ever paid for maybe like a 20-minute trip was like $10, $9, $10.
That's not bad.
Okay.
And way easier than getting in somebody's car.
Getting in somebody's car, waiting, checking the license plate. You just leave them in the designated parking areas. And since we had a downtown vacation, it was just our whole trip.
Everywhere.
We could hit the store, we could hit the bars, we found an arcade, you could hit the dispensary, all on scooter and or foot.
Nice.
15,000
Not that Big Scooter is financing this episode, but it could. Big Scooter. No, I mean, we will go back and edit this in post and throw in a brand name if the money is looking right, and like any money could possibly look right.
All right, insert sponsor here.
Yeah, just saying, Big Scooter. So what else about Colorado before we get into the real reason why you were there? So it was walkable. We're pro scooter now.
Definitely pro Big Scooter. Let's see. I'm actually kind of bougie because I think that the foodie scene in Houston is better than the foodie scene in Denver. I think we have better food here. They have a lot of the eclectic restaurants that, all the fusion restaurants and all the high volume, I don't know, whatever. They got a lot of stuff going on over there.
But none of that shit good.
It's not as good. They like do a bunch of different mixing of food cultures and all this type of. I went to France for a year and Italy for a year and came back to US, and now here's everything that I've mixed together as restaurants. And sometimes I just want a burger with American cheese. You know what I'm saying? Simple guy. So what can I say? No, the restaurants were pretty good there, man.
Oh god,
it was only 4 days.
It was
only
not
4 days.
thoroughly impressed.
And our hotel had a bar in it, which was amazing.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So we're overall, because you're a traveler, you dabble here and there. Where would you rank Denver? Because this is not the first time you've been, right?
No, this is not the first time I've been. Although the last time I went to Denver, the other times I went to Denver, we did not stay downtown. We were in the Airbnb residential ass.
That's what I was going to ask.
Hotel
like, so
downtown.
a hotel versus Airbnb. That's what I was going to ask.
Completely different experience.
So where does Denver rank in your travel experience log?
Definitely top 5. Maybe even top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go get yourself a green juice. You can get a tea. You can get a dispensary. You can be in the sun. It's not too hot.
Everything.
Yeah, come on, Denver.
Mountains.
Oh, so how is like, being elevated? How is that like? Did you feel any difference? Like just walking about? Like, do you feel a little more fatigued quicker than you normally would?
A little harder to breathe. For me specifically, just because we live on sea level, which is crazy.
Right.
But literally called the Mile High because it's 5,200 feet up in the air. You get drunk quicker.
Ooh.
That's awesome. I got to go there.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man.
Oh, man. So you
outside,
can verbally V's beam?
Yeah.
Yes. And call everybody. Got to hope it was at 5,200 feet. It's going to be great.
Drunk cruise. We need drunk cruise to travel more. Yeah, you do get drunk quicker. You run out of breath quicker, but the air is much more crisp.
Mm-hmm.
So like in Texas, it kind of smells like oil and cow pies. Up there, it smells like air,
like
mountains,
air
freshness. Like
Must
from
be
the
nice.
Lorax.
there's no tinge. Like if you breathe too hard, you won't sneeze. You know what I'm saying?
I like my air seasoned with pollutant.
Yeah, it was a great time, man. And we
That's
caught some good weather. Stayed in the 70s. Nighttime was like 40s, 50s, but
Perfect.
that's when I bring out my one pair of jeans that I have in Houston. my single sweatshirt that I keep just in case of emergencies.
Just in case it
very
dips under 68
valid.
degrees. Wow.
Valid. But you went for a big show. Wheezy F Baby. F is for flying to Denver. So now there was some little drama when he performed in LA. He was like 2 hours or some shit, 2 to 3 hours late. And the crowd was not so enthused about how the concert set was organized. And so he felt some type of way about it and got the fuck out of there relatively quickly. Quick, fast.
You guys already bought these tickets
in a hurry. So I think he was only up there for like 40 minutes before he was like, I'm out of here. Now, my understanding is that was not your experience.
So that experience was not my experience. But if I was wanting to be critical of Lil Wayne's concert, which I didn't want because he's greatest rapper of all time in my personal opinion, and I just want to keep him, if I were to gripe about the concert, I could see him doing that. I could see that coming. So the way that it worked is he is booking very small venues and charging a very high price for the ticket. So that was first. Like you are, some people may call you the greatest rapper of all time, but you're booking these very tiny venues. You're not doing arenas. You're not doing anything that like seats people comfortably. People are cramming in. Most of your tickets are $300, $400, $500 for floor seats. So like people are excited to see the GOAT walk into the building. And the thing about it is, how you go to a concert and you have openers and then you have your main person.
Right.
What he decided to do was half of his concert and then take a break in the middle with 3 or 4 Young Money artists. But he didn't say that was going to happen. They say, we're going with Lil Twist and whoever's showing up. And you see all the videos about his first stop in Toronto and he's hype and he's bringing out Drake because that was his first show. But he's also 40-something years old. So, yeah, you're doing a show a night and you're traveling. About halfway through your tour, you're going to start doing that. And we saw that in Denver. He remembered all his lyrics, but had no stage presence. He's sitting in one spot, doing a verse, maybe going over to the other side of the crowd, doing a verse and a hook, stopping the song halfway, going, thank you, going back, hitting it, drinking a drink, and then the next song.
Oh, no.
I don't know if anybody can see in the camera here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that quickly. You can pause if you need to pause. It's the Young Money set. We got a set list after it was over because our significant others went up to the front when the thing was over and was like, yo, DJ, 2 white girls came to the show. So we got signed. But it was for me. Wow. It was for me. Okay, that is how white privilege works in my favor specifically.
Oh man!
So if you look at the set list, it's verse, hook, and then he goes to the next song. He doesn't do any of the guest verses. He doesn't do any full songs. He ends the song halfway, and then he goes on to the next one. Which is weird. It's just like a weird. Kind of seemed like cash grab almost.
Having the catalog to not even ever need to do that is I can see how that
why is he doing all this for money when he has so
12 half songs. He did Single, Bitches Love Me, Lollipop, Miss Officer, Comfortable, Mirror, She Will, How to Love, right? And then he brings out Young Money.
That is a for the ladies as set list.
And they literally call it Where My Ladies At. That is the first half of his concert. Then he Let's Get Back to It, does 6 foot, 7 foot, and then I'm Going In.
Mm-hmm.
And he does
half of the songs.
A minute and a half of 6 foot, 7 foot, because he can word to my mama, I'm out of my llama bean. He ain't doing all of that. And then I'm Going In. You can't do the Drake verse. Or is it Drake verse on that song? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think something like that. And
was
then,
Quentin Miller available, maybe?
Could have been.
Should have bought somebody out. And then he goes mixtape Wheezy, and then he does Watch My Shoes and Ice Cream Paint Job from No Ceilings, and that's the show. And he's doing half the verse. He's not doing the whole song, but he's there and he's hitting every one of his lyrics, and he's remembering all of his lyrics, like every single bar for bar. He's nailing them. He's got the breath control. He's doing it. So like I just tried to stay in awe of that.
Right.
Because you doing it all off your head. We know that you don't write and shit like that, but you came out and you knew all your lyrics. That's what you wanted to do.
And all the drugs, will prevent you from remembering a thing or two.
That's true.
Like so, you don't want to be up there and then he just flat goes into acid flashback.
Come on now.
Although actually I would want to see that. Not him in particular. Anyone. If you're just on stage and just halfway through you just have like an acid flashback. But you keep performing. That would be fun for me. That would be fun for me. In other concert news, for the time being, Kendrick Lamar and the Big Steppers tour is the highest grossing tour to ever exist. That now that it's all over, because I think this tour ran the whole of when did we see him? Last year? Last summer?
2022.
This summer? 2022?
Last year. 2022, right? I think.
I want to say, it ran pretty much the whole of the year. Like the American dates and the European dates took him essentially from January to December, if not into this year. And now the numbers, 73 shows, nearly 1 million tickets sold, grossed $110.9 million. And so it overtook Drake and Migos, which was, I guess, the next highest one, which grossed $79 million. So I guess congratulations.
Yeah.
But only a little bit, because this is only true until Beyonce finishes her tour.
or I mean, different genre, but Taylor Swift's fucking tickets. Or until those final numbers come in.
True. I
don't know that there's the fan base isn't there, but the ticket prices are astronomical. So.
Oh no, Taylor Swift's fan base is there. I like thinking about. I didn't know Wayne wasn't doing like stadium, but I think Taylor is doing stadium shows because she was at NRG, so stadium.
And so was Kendrick because he's at Toyota Center, Arena Stadium, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
massive crowd,
a big venue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not just like.
But I think that what it'll come down to for that is tickets available, because they each have probably have made different amounts of tickets available to their fans or whatever.
That too.
So but we'll see.
About Kendrick versus Lil Wayne. Now Kendrick has the backdrops. He's got the dancers. He's got a flow to the show that's more than just doing lyrics, and the ticket was half the price. So I can see why people are angry that Lil Wayne shows up 3 hours early, does 40 minutes, and then pulls off when people are not feeling Young Money when Kendrick's doing arena tours, half the amount of money, and like you have Baby Keem
and like putting on a show,
putting on a show, actually having an outfit, like changing the lights,
having an outfit.
Lil Wayne's backdrop just kept saying Lil Wayne, Young Money, and it would just flash, and there was 3 screens, and that was it. You didn't have anybody else on the stage, so like, Kendrick deserves it.
And I think that one thing we like have to consider is like you like the performer, right? The production has to match the price. Like what people are paying has to like be there. And then like we think about like fairness and equity. Like you have like female artists who you will pay even less to see because of like how fair pricing is for them, right? And they are expected to have dancers to dance themselves to have this high production show, or else no one gives a shit. Like no one cares, no one really supports you. And then you have like someone like doing shit like this to like $400 to fill a smaller room, and then like to ultimately not have like a real experience. Like that is wild to me. And like obviously when it's all said and done, like, you know, everyone is doing their tours with different intentions, being at different points in their career and doing things for financially motivated reasons or doing things out of the love. But that's wild to me. You know, like, give people a show, even if it's like...
I am not opposed to any of the things that he's been saying. I completely agree.
I saw somebody saying Lil Wayne is 5'5". Most of your seats are floor seats, and you don't have a vaulted stage. Short people in the back can't see you.
Oh,
like,
God.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that because they're right. There was a tall person in front of us, and we had to move to the side. Lil Wayne's not on a vaulted stage.
Damn.
So if you're back, you can't see him.
Wow.
And he's not moving. He's like not moving from his spot.
He's going from one corner of the stage to the other.
One corner to the other. That's it.
And there are no screens to project him? Because
small,
it's not that... But oh my God.
Small. So if you paid $1,500 for your 4-ticket section, then you saw him perfectly. And if you paid $600-$700 for the bar stools on the side, this is how the arena is, and the rest of it is just general admission in the middle on a flat. The stage is flat, the floor is flat.
Like a la Toad's Place, just
not meant for.
Well, I mean, but at least Toad's Place has a little bit
of all time. Something, right? Just
something.
Put you a little bit further
crazy.
Up, but yeah. So I can understand why people were there. I had a great time in Denver, so I'm not tripping. I knew what I was paying for. I knew what Lil Wayne was going to give.
Tempered your not tempered, but you had realistic expectations.
I got to see Lil Wayne in real life, greatest rapper of all time. He remembered all his lyrics. I'm walking out of there saying,
check it off the bucket list.
Never do it again. We'll never see Lil Wayne again. Don't need to.
Now go ahead.
No, that's it.
Now to continue that thread though, like right with the rising costs of concerts, leading to these like really gross outcomes for artists, like $110 million is a crazy number.
That's a crazy. It's a lot.
Almost 111. He's touching
right. Like I'm certain Beyonce has already done this number. Yeah, there might be a 2 at the beginning when it's all said and done for her. But like,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
When I think about the concert experience, like, because I just love me a good like live show. Shout out Mount Joy. I bought this shirt at one of their shows. House of Blues, we love you. But I think about like as a concert goer, this like it's getting to the point where I'm priced out for most things I want to see. Priced out for JID and Smino, priced out for Ari, priced out for SZA, like priced out for Kali Uchis, and it's like I understand touring is where artists are primarily get like their money is like touring and merch, but like the ecosystem that they are creating and like that Ticketmaster is leading with this dynamic pricing, like it's on top of the fact that like it costs so much to eat and live, right? Like it's either I go see Kali Uchis or I eat for 2 weeks, maybe even three. Like because these prices are like so crazy, and then that doesn't even consider the cost of like that evening, right? You want to go, like, I think one of the venues in Houston, Beam, how much was, I think for Isaiah Rashad, I think it was like $14 for a beer.
Yeah.
Oof. That's I mean that sounds about right.
Like
that shouldn't sound about right.
I mean, like it sounds about well to your point. That sounds about right for like a concert or any time that you're at a venue, whether it be music or sports or whatever the case may be. That's just what they charge. It's crazy.
And it's like, well, how do you guys feel about like the pricing in like concerts? Because like everybody is at different levels of like concert goer.
I am the least amount of concert goer.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Well, you mentioned you were going to 50 Cent.
I didn't buy tickets yet, but I do want to go.
So what are those prices like? Well, who's on the ticket? Like, who is the show? Who's performing? And then where?
It's the headliners are 50, Busta Rhymes, and Jeremiah. I don't know who else are bringing with them.
Okay.
I don't know who's opening. I don't know.
Shout out to the early 2000s.
Those are the headliners. Right. And I'm like, when am I going to see 50 ever? I've never seen them live.
Mm-hmm.
And right, like you were saying, early 2000s, like the 7th and 8th grader in me was like, oh I gotta go. We gotta go. Now's the time. I missed it. There was no chance to have gone to see him in his prime because we were kids. We, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't even an yo, hey, can I go see this guy? Like, no, that wasn't happening when he was popping. So now it's like it feels like kind of like more of a nostalgia thing. Like I feel like I kind of have to go because he still pops up in my shuffle. All the OGs, Get Rich or Die Trying, some of those songs on there, or some of the older G-Unit albums. You got to imagine he's bringing Banks, or at least
if they still have a relationship
on one of the. I mean, I would hope so.
Maybe Yayo. Yayo always down.
Yeah,
I don't think they have a relationship. I think he actively beefs with Tony Yayo.
Both of for real?
I think Lloyd Banks. Because, like, I think Lloyd Banks released an album this year, and I did not hear 50 Cent on it. And once upon a time, I think he was, like, taunting Tony Yayo over the money that he owed 50 Cent. And because, like, Tony Yayo may have made a song about it. This was when I was, like, randomly browsing rap blogs like I used to back in the day.
Excuse me.
But also shout out to like the I don't want to call it the veterans tour, but like the artists of a particular era that like click up and you know like do their own version of the millennial tour or the millennium tour. Like,
that's kind of how I'm seeing this, right?
So what are the prices like?
Okay, sorry, pricing. To answer that question, at least the tickets that I was looking at, he'll be. I think he's doing Boston, and he'll be in Hartford at the Xfinity Center or whatever the fuck it's called. And decent seats, what I would consider decent, which is like about, I guess, not floor seats, not nosebleeds, but in the middle. Off to either side of the stage are like $80 or $90 for a ticket, which is, again, I have no context because I don't concert go. But that sounds reasonable to me for 50 Busta and Jeremiah.
I would pay that
at any point in time, right? I don't know what VIPs are going for. Didn't even bother looking at because I ain't doing all of that.
Oh no, I would look at VIP. I would look at VIP. That's another thing about me is I'm a VIP going ass nigga.
So I wouldn't know what more do you get for those extra? I'd imagine $30, $40, $50.
For me, it's the early access.
Okay.
But usually VIP also comes with a meet and greet and merch. So the last two times every time Isaiah Rashad's gone on tour, I've done VIP and it's come with a meet and greet, and
Mm-hmm.
the latest one, me and Beam got a T-shirt. Um, at the first one, I may or may not have taken one of the tour um, flyers off the wall.
Allegedly,
I
supposedly.
like it.
So,
They want you to take it.
so that
They do.
so let's say for the sake of the argument, it's an extra, I don't know, we'll say $60 for VIP, right? Now we're looking at $140, $150 to go, right? To go
Mhm.
see this tour. Hopefully, you're assuming he's the stops that he's making. They're all at big venues, so he's gonna put. I would like to imagine he's gonna put on a show. You're gonna get your money's worth,
And there's a lot of them.
and they all
Shared
have
responsibility.
right. They all have a wildly vast catalog. Like there's gonna be a good show, and $50-$60 extra for VIP and a potential meet and greet and a shirt or a hoodie or whatever the fuck, or
And
don't.
convenience.
And convenience. Like I said, I'll get back to that to see what those tickets are for VIP, or don't do that and then go buy your tickets, and then that's a couple beers and maybe like, I don't know, let's say the merch is like $30 or something like that, like a T-shirt or something like that, and minus the convenience. So plus you're gonna eat while you're there, or probably before.
Who does that? Who eats at concerts?
I said probably
Monsters.
before.
Oh, I was
But
gonna
you're
say.
gonna drink while you're there for sure. At $14-$15 a beer or whatever, right?
Or just go to the bar and get one double and pay fucking $30.
Yeah,
I guess
that's what we did at Lil Wayne. Paid 25 for doubles, or it'd have been 16 for a single
Mm-hmm.
of actual like liquor. Hell yeah, we get one, and then you don't move from your spot.
Yep, never again.
So to date, the last concert that I remember going to for us was the Monster Tour. So I am not
Damn.
a concert going ass nigga. Yeah. They're old as shit, bro. Which was a great show, by the way.
Was that 2014? Is almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. And they did MetLife. So it was like outdoors. It was great. It was a really good show.
What was the best show you've ever seen, Beam? You've seen some good ones. Like you've seen some shit.
You've been
to concerts. Liked Kanye's Yeezus tour. I know Yeezus is very polarizing.
I love that album. Back when that was a thing you could say out loud.
Kanye's Yeezus tour was fire. Actually, his Glow in the Dark tour was actually also fire. So Kanye, I guess, but the old Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably my favorite one.
Not the new Kanye.
I don't know if I have
the always rude
answer.
Kanye.
Who was like the best person? The best show. Damn, I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer.
I kind of like Child. See, now you're taking me back on memory lane here.
See, because you've seen you specifically have seen like the bigger shows.
So
I'm. Go ahead.
Camping in California for Childish Gambino. So he put on a good show, and it was in a giant tent in the center of the desert. It was small though, and it was just him. But the experience of being on like a campus in the desert, and he's performing in the dome, and then he's got a TV playing Atlanta before Atlanta's out, and then there's like things that you can do, little activities that you could do to have you be with your other concert goers who like Childish Gambino. That's different from a show. Like that concert experience, driving to Los Angeles or driving to Joshua Tree to see that was crazy. But but to somebody who actually performs on stage, like I go Kanye. Ray Shremmerd was actually really good. They got the crowd probably the hypest that I've ever seen a crowd get, because they've got 10 smash hits.
Yeah,
like,
easily.
they
A
had like
gigantic
2
catalog.
diamond singles in 1 year. Ray Shremmerd, like they put on a good show as well.
When did you see Ray Shremmerd?
They opened for Bino at the Toyota Center.
Oh, nice. Oh, I
right,
still don't have an answer.
To cartwheel back real quick, VIP tickets for this tour ranging from $280 for silver premium ticket package or whatever the fuck that means. And then if you go a little closer for Sire Spirit's ultimate VIP lounge package, $650.
Is there a drop down so we could see what that comes with?
I'm looking for it. Let's see. So it includes 1 ticket in the first 5 rows, pre-show, welcome glass of champagne, beer and wine. All right, so you're getting shit, hot and cold apps, photo booth, VIP parking. So all right, so there's a lot of shit that comes with it.
That's a very decent
photo op in front of the VIP backdrop, pre-show merch shopping, early entry, dedicated check-in and merch pickup. No artist participation. So I think everything but the meet and greet.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, if you're gonna do it, right, and if that's, your bag,
yeah,
that's not bad for you to go out stepping hard one good time.
Yeah, no, and again,
so I don't know if we can celebrate this man quite yet, but Chris Brown also had a big story behind what he was doing with his concerts, because he was doing, I think, 1,000 up to like $4,000 or $5,000 meet and greet tickets, but you literally have like 15 to 20 minutes to tell Chris Brown how you want him to pose with you in the picture that you take with him. And like of the pictures that were coming out,
that's crazy.
He had some women where his leg was like up on them, or like he was kissing them in their ear, and there's like hands was all over, or they were like climbing all on him, and they were like provocative and like kind of sexy and a little raunchy with some of the people who like.
Of
honestly,
course,
I can imagine, right? Well,
you're paying that much, yeah.
No, I mean, with the music he makes and the people who really like him and his music and how his music makes them feel, they were getting a little horny for the meet and greet with Chris Brown. They were getting, you could look it up. There was a big story, and people are like,
I don't think I will. I'll take your word for it, though.
There are a lot of happy black people. I'll say that.
Now,
happy black women.
Someone we definitely can't celebrate. But was also doing something like Chris Brown with this ultimate VIP package, Mr. Chad Moss Bow Wow. He had $1,000 diamond package. So it included 30 to 40 minute meet and greet, only certain people, photo, pre-show VIP lounge, digital download of your meet and greet, souvenir VIP lanyard, commemorative VIP hoodie, exclusive drawstring backpack, early access to shopping, similar to like Chris Brown and the 50 Cent one, but it's $1,000 for him. And the streets felt some type of way about that. The streets said,
not for you, sir.
And I don't know how many people paid, but that's the thing he did, and I respect it.
So this puts into perspective of that one time at 50 bought the first 5 rows at a Ja Rule concert. Well, did he pay VIP for that? Was it worth the troll, or was it a smaller venue?
Probably it wasn't VIP, and it was just a small venue.
It's fucking hilarious that he did that.
200 front row tickets to Ja Rule's concert so they can be empty. He didn't even hide it. Available on Groupon for 15 apiece. 50 Cent went ahead and purchased 200 seats.
That's terrible.
Petty.
That's
Wait.
Petty.
Now you have to perform for. You got your money, but you have to perform for nobody in the front row.
For 50 Cent, that's pennies. That's only $3,000. That's 12 minutes of power.
Talk about being down bad.
11 seconds of Raising Canaan is what that cost that man in the long run.
Which I get being petty. That's fucking hilarious.
That is the most inspiring rap beef to ever exist to me because it extended so far into
bad.
Real life.
Because before that, Ja Rule wasn't bad.
Was not bad at all.
Best. He wasn't bad though. He had so many bangers.
My sister cannot literally listen to Ja Rule without looking over her shoulder because I'm gonna make fun of her. Like like that rap beef made me a worse person. Like, God damn it,
too much, man. So funny.
And he just keeps spinning the block, and I just like, God. So yeah, go see 50 Cent in concert.
Yeah.
We say all that to say, go 50, go 50, go 50,
Yeah, him, Busta, Jeremiah. $80, probably 100 and change out the door after fees for decent seats.
Mm-hmm. Now
I think we went to go see. This was way before that. We've been to that arena before too. I think when Rihanna went on tour, however many years it was before she went on tour with M. I had taken the niece. That was like one of her birthday gifts or something. She is also a fantastic performer, and she sounds really good live. She sounds as good as she does on record live. So shout out to her.
Nice. Now, Beam.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Ticketmaster. $25 all-in tickets, which proves like you can do things like this. So therefore, your pricing scheme is bullshit. But through that, we managed to see cop tickets to go see Larry June. Larry June on Tuesday. Numbers.
Nice.
Good job.
Drinking green juice and shit.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
So I managed to get the $25 for Larry June, which also brought me to see that Absol was on the list. Although I didn't get the Absol tickets. The Absol tickets were $26.50, and then $11 in fees. So I ended up getting Absol tickets too for June.
Oh wow, you didn't tell me that.
Nice.
I will buy mine too.
Yeah, man. And then I also bought Lil Yachty tickets for October.
Yay! Where?
Yo.
In Denver. Boom, 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 boom. I'll go back in October. I thought I was buying tickets to Houston, but I was just having too much of a good time on vacation.
Fumbled. Conveniently.
Got it.
Looking for tickets back to Denver from Houston, like $100 round trip. So I'll be back. I'm gonna go see Lil Yachty at the same place that Lil Wayne performed
for $25.
Why not?
Hey, gotta love it.
Come on now. I'm excited for Larry June though, man. That was probably still my top 2 albums of the year. I hope Alchemist is there.
Ooh.
I don't know why Alchemist would be there, but I hope Alchemist is there.
I just hope he's there anyway for me.
For us to appreciate him. What are you talking about, bro?
I know he did all the production. I don't know if he needs to be there, but I hope he is.
I think he needs to be there.
I want him there. Just in the set box. Just
oh god. So what's your limit on merch? What's your cutoff number? I don't like mine, so I'm gonna say mine last. Hopefully yours helps.
I'll let you slide this one time.
I don't think yours will be so bad in contrast to mine because I have no limit.
Oh, good. Okay.
Damn, here I am about to be frugal as fuck. Holy
Cruz,
wow.
what's your merch limit?
$1. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, you cheap. What the?
Yo, You
No,
mean
no.
that? You absolutely mean that, Cruz. Like that's not your
like
fake
1%
answer.
of me does, but no. Like seriously, like for if I'm going to 50s concert and Busta and whatever merch they have there, I think I could be okay with like 60-70 bucks for like a hoodie or a t-shirt or something, whatever the fuck. Because that's
It
it's
is
going to be
gonna
astronomically priced. That's what
you
it
are
is.
right on the money with $60 to $70 for a sweater or hoodie. Something like that. Absolutely,
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yes.
for the Monster Tour, for I think Denise got a shirt that was like $40, and then the first time we went to go see Rihanna, it was she has a hoodie, a sweater. She still has it actually. It held up. It's like she still has it. It's in good shape. But I think that sweater was $60, and this was fucking 12 years ago. So yeah, that's where I'm at. 60, 70, maybe 80, depending on how how much I like it.
My general cutoff is 150. But if
$1.50, I like that.
If I see things, I remember. Was it at? It might have been Mount Joy. These motherfuckers. So I got this shirt. I got a long sleeve shirt, and then they also had a pair of shorts, and these shorts were $70. And I was like,
for shorts?
I was fucking having my demons were beating my ass over these fucking shorts. I was like, yo, I can and cannot justify these shorts because I had also bought in a vinyl of the opener, and so therefore I just had a lot of shit in my hands at this point. And I don't know why.
No way.
I don't know why. The first thing I do when I go to a concert is buy things. When nothing I ever want sells out, to be honest. So I have
except
to
for the one time you
that.
don't grab it. That's exactly when it's going to happen.
Right. So because I'd rather die than have that happen to me, I guess I'm just going to keep carrying things all concert long.
Yeah, no, that's kind of like every time I go to Houston and we go to a comic book store, things quickly go awry.
I love that. Those pictures are literally the best.
It's a bad time for me, but it's a good time overall.
For your household especially.
Absolutely.
I think that's why they keep allowing you down here.
They know I'm coming back with comic book store.
So many things.
That's so funny. Nothing takes. I think you take the cake for the first trip I went down there.
Yes,
there was the comic book store right across from where we were staying.
Yes.
Fucking 15 minutes later, we walk in. Jeff grabs like a book or two, and then like maybe 15 minutes go by, and he's just. It looked like how I did last time we went, just sex. He's like, "Yo, we gotta go, bro. I gotta get out of here."
Yeah, there's a new one.
No self control. So
Gulf
funny.
Coast Comics in Third Ward. Friend of the show. We got to take you over there. That was very cool.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna
neighborhood John.
I think I'm gonna forget my wallet that day though. So,
okay, that's fine.
And my phone. No forms of payment at all, except for friendship. You guys can pay for all my stuff, right?
No, this isn't your bachelor party, bro.
Oh well, all right. It could be one of yours.
Well, that's the episode. Gotta go.
I tried.
Gotta go, ladies and gentlemen. No, but so cartwheeling out of concerts, but into the spotlight, as transitions go. Giveon recently did a cover of a Pink Panther song, and Beam was yelling in the group chat. So if you wanted to expound on why you were yelling in the group chat about this in particular, and why we should, in general, care about Pink Panthers.
So, okay, well, yeah, you led me right in. I was gonna say I don't care. Well, I shouldn't say I don't care so much that it was Giveon. I like Giveon. I know that Jeff yells for Giveon.
I do.
We all win.
But Pink Panthers is occupying a very interesting space of music that I recently found out about, like the D&B, drum and bass, jungle type of house genre.
Mm-hmm.
If you've heard of the song called "Boy's a Liar," with the Ice Spice remix. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that song at all.
I have.
It's kind of like that kind of genre of music, happy, poppy, girly, and she's from the UK. Just
nice.
Okay.
Just giving you
Shout
a
out
rundown.
UK shawties.
She is a woman of color, and she came up producing for herself, writing her lyrics, and then like now she's hopping out other people's production. And I think this song here, just for me, if I'm not mistaken, was the song that Giveon covered from her album. You should listen to her album called "Take Me Home."
Okay.
No, I don't know. That's another song from off the album.
Do you want me to stay at my house, or do you want to take me home?
Yay! I love the joke.
Okay, it was a mixtape by Pink Panther. It's called "To Hell With It" that released in 2021. It's her debut mixtape by English music.
To hell with that shit.
Right. It's good music. And if y'all haven't checked out Pink Panther, y'all should go check her out. I know Ice Spice has blown up in this past couple of months, and then that song kind of skyrocketed her. But we should also not forget that that's a Pink Panther song. At the end of the day, it was an Ice Spice.
Point blank, period. Motherfucker.
I'm a munchie. Does she call us munchies?
I don't know.
Ice Spice stan. I am with the Spice Cabinet.
Why don't she call you Ices?
So she had like a poll on what she should call her fan base. I think she calls them munchies, or the Spice Cabinet. I don't remember.
I love the Spice Cabinet.
I think that one. If that didn't win,
it's a winner here. Goddamn,
you should go back and have her redo that poll.
What should we call our fans? The baddies. Does someone have that already? I know it's a general term, but does anyone have that specifically?
We do now.
Right.
We do.
Hey, baddies.
No.
Period. Yep.
That's a no from me, dog.
Period.
So her name is Isis. So like she was asking, what should we call ourselves?
The isosceles? Isosceles.
No, her fans said we should call ourselves Isis.
Terrible. Oh no.
That's her name. That's her name. You should call ourselves Isis.
Not to be confused with another group who also goes by ISIS.
ISIS. Got him.
Somebody play a Star Spangled Banner.
No.
Oh god, I hate it here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
No, sir.
Oh god. What the fuck were we even talking about?
So yeah, Pink Panthers. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Giveon did a cover of her song from her debut mixtape, 2021. I loved it because I love Pink Panthers. I love women of color who do anything. So, and he did a good job. He did a good rendition. It's a nice somber song. Everybody should go check it out.
Wait. Speaking of women of color doing excellent things with their voices and such, Summer Walker dropped an album on Friday, or an EP, a little Diddy Bop John. And unsurprisingly, it's incredible. And it starts with a feature from J. Cole, and I did not skip it. So
I don't know that you can skip a J. Cole feature in this climate.
I think that I have incredible powers. But yeah, so it's called Clear 2 Soft Life. And let me see how many tracks on this album. 9 tracks.
Love it.
J. Cole on 2 Summer from Cole Audio Hug is track number 1. Let's see. Childish Gambino makes an appearance on this album.
Let's go.
Wow.
Can't wait to listen to this immediately.
Let's
Right
see.
now, hold on. Pause the pod.
Right, track 2, Hard Life. Mind Your Mouth, track 4. Setup, 2017, track 8 are some of my favorites. But yeah, I didn't even know this was coming, but then I saw it on Tidal that it dropped, and so that was one of the things. That and Smoke DZA, we love Smoke DZA on this podcast. Also has a phenomenal new album, and it's like the only time I will willingly listen to Wiz Khalifa and Big Crit because I love them all together. But yeah, another phenomenal no skips classic Smoke DZA album. So check that out as well in your free time. I'll have the full.
Did we
album.
hear Cole and Dirk's little single that they dropped last week?
Oh yes, Beam. Did you listen to it, Cruz?
I did.
Was that
one
you?
time.
Yeah, that was me.
One time for one time. Thoughts?
I listened to it
emotions?
once. I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I needed to step away from it because for me it was too good.
Let's see.
Too good.
Why? Why was it too good?
Put it too good. Put it too
It's
good.
too good.
What
J.
did you
Cole's
feel
too good,
about-
man. He's too good.
Oh, I was gonna ask you about Lil Durk.
I feel like J. Cole, Lil Durk, yes, like he's good too, but you can't put Cole on a feature. It's not your song anymore. He fucking did it on Tanda Talk. Like, come on.
We're not gonna Johnny P's caddy. You think he took that from Benny?
So
now I'm yelling.
Not on the same level, but that's not that's not his song. That's J. Cole's song.
Maybe
I liked it. It was too good. I feel like an argument can be made for both sides, and we'll leave it at that. But J. Cole's too good. Lil Durk killed it, and I listened to it once, and I have to wait to go back because it's too good. I can't be listening to that at work. I'll quit. I'll leave.
It's so good. It makes me want to ruin my life.
It's a very wholesome song.
So that makes it even more confusing.
It's great.
So Beam, does this song make you want to make radical changes to your life, or?
I will say that J. Cole has been smoking his features. He's on a run that not enough people are talking about. And it seems like on every other verse, he's telling us that when he pops out, niggas are not going to want it, but he's been saying it for a very long time. And he's out making niggas not want it while he's telling us that. So like it's like very meta, and you hear it in every other verse, so it doesn't feel like it's happening. But I feel like he's been snapping on his verses.
And then you zoom out, and it's like, what the?
He's on a run right now. Yeah.
And he talks about a pending album on his Summer Walker verse.
He did it to Smee.
So he had
very great song, by the way. 90 proof.
Yes, 90 proof.
And then
so
Bia,
good.
he had the song with Bia, London.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing was coming out, and then Johnny P's Caddy, like we were talking about, and even if we want to go so far back as to the Black song.
The what?
With the Black song, Pretty Little Fears. That was like he's been smoking features from like 2018. Like
I was just
he's been going for a long time.
He's been working. I feel like
Is he not on Black's album, like the latest one? I've listened to that album so many times.
And even Lil Durk came out and was like, "Yo, J. Cole smoked my ass on that," which is hilarious.
I didn't see that. Like I said, I saw it dropped, and I watched the videos. How I listened to it, I watched the video, and then I was like, no, I can't listen to this without. Nope. It's too good. They're both too good. So that's where I'm at with it. I feel like he is maybe not. How can I'm going to say this, but like I don't want it to have the impact that I think it's going to have. But like I feel like he's kind of becoming another Drake in terms of a feature artist, where whenever Drake features on a song, or where it used to be, not so much anymore, but whenever Drake featured on a song, it was no longer your song. That was Drake's song.
Yeah,
and I'll
I
leave it
get-
at
the
that.
2 Chainz run as well.
I'll leave it at that.
When 2 Chainz
I-
popped up on
Yep.
20 whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
That's
don't
fair.
take over the song. You have your little era where you could do that. J. Cole wasn't doing features for a long time, so that's why not a lot of people are talking. Not enough people are talking about what he's doing right now. This is
Well,
very new.
even
He
I,
does it.
on record, have said he is the greatest feature artist of all time. Like, no one gives out like better features. Like,
Yeah.
he is like ascended to like 3 Stacks greatness of like, because I feel like a 3 Stacks feature is like near impossible for niggas to get at this point. Like, you
It'll
gotta
never
be
happen.
You gotta be
Kanye
a
tricked
certain,
us years
You gotta
ago.
be a certain type of motherfucker
Fucking
to have
30 hours. You
already
just
have
you just
had.
ugh,
Yeah, so
30 hours, motherfucker.
and yeah, I don't like Beam. I feel like everything you're saying about like his intentions and what he's been saying in his lyrics about what is finna happen is right, and I think the next album's gonna be the best one he's ever put out. That's gonna be the undeniable, like the crowning jewel in his catalog. I feel.
Yeah, that'll have been what, 4 or 5 or his 5th studio album
Mm-hmm.
or
That
6th.
was
He's
it.
put out a lot.
The
Yeah,
fall off.
I'd-
He's been prepping us for the fall off for a couple years now.
Yeah, I was
What
late
happens
to
to every great artist at the end of their career, and he wants to stop before he, is bad or falls out of step, and that's what
Or
your
gets
Faman's at,
drafted
right?
to the league.
Or gets drafted to the league because he's playing basketball. That's very true. So I'm with you, man. His next album, I'm sure he's gonna put his most thought and his most effort into it, but I still think niggas is gonna like Forest Hill Drive forever.
Well,
I
That's gonna
don't
be-
know
yeah.
if motherfuckers is relating to J. Cole. I know that he's a very relatable artist, but he's living pretty well now.
yeah.
yeah, that's fair. I
I'm
respect it.
excited.
Oh man,
J. Cole tour? What are we paying for that? Hundo? He's a superstar.
I will do. I'd much rather go to what is the festival they do? The Dreamville Fest. I'd much
Oh,
rather do that.
interesting.
Actually, yeah, that's
One of my
much more
friends
appealing.
lives out over there, so he went to this year's. So yeah, I'd much rather do that.
All right,
See
you
him
get,
all
you
at
get
once.
Red Gang, you get
This
you
would
probably
be the
get
album to
Smee,
do it.
you get Saba, you get Ari Lennox. Yeah, that sounds like a much better deal.
Yeah, I didn't hear about the tour yet. And what if he goes on tour with those motherfuckers? Come to your city.
No, man, that's just how I'm gonna do it. That's how I see. That's how I
What's up?
see them.
We'll see. It's coming.
I'm excited. You know. Oh, and Smoke Dizz's album is called Worldwide Smoke Session Volume 2. So go run and listen to that.
Sprint, hurry.
Yeah, like hurdle over things in your way so that you can listen to this.
Right.
Now, is there anything else in the music sphere that you're listening to? Anyone who's like teasing things? Because like now it's like summertime now, really.
Yeah, still waiting on Joyner. His rollout's been there. It's just now we're just waiting. That's all.
Beam,
Devil's
anyone?
Work 2 still takes my favorite single off of that album so far. I think he's only put out 3. And I think that's it. That's all we're going to get until the album drops.
I heard that West Side Gun
You're right. That
was
album
also
is done.
on the way
Mm-hmm.
very soon.
Oh shit, that's big news for me.
Just better hope he don't feature J. Cole.
And in the same vein as, my No Limit for concert tickets and merch, I'd say West Side Gun is another one where I have no limit because I know that you're going to put the highest quality into the merch that you sell.
Yeah.
Larry June is another person who talks a lot about staying independent and like doing the right thing and making high quality things and living
a little bit of crowd work life. Gets everybody in. Yeah.
So West Side Gun is another one where I'm paying whatever he wants when he comes to Houston, and then all the merch. I'd like to see a Griselda tour. I don't know if
we're never gonna get one.
We talked about Conway, the Machine's prior album.
He just did 2. So him and Jay Ski just did one, and then he did a solo one. I forget the name of
Won't He Do It?
Won't He Do
It? His solo album. I didn't hear about the Jay Ski's one though. Pain Provided Profit.
Yes. So he's outside. It's Conway season.
I'm excited for Griselda too, man. I know they probably won't come to Houston. Just because
they seem to get hurt when they go there.
Yeah.
Every time.
Or so I've heard. Allegedly, supposedly.
I've seen Conway in Houston, so it's fine. I saw Conway in Houston, so
yeah, that's another thing in the streets that I'm looking forward to. I'd like a
that and Stove God.
Stove God's coming with West Side.
Stove God bakes.
Stove God needs to come do a solo show in Houston or Austin. I'll go to Austin. And just oh my god, that part of the night was so fucking sick. Just like it was for Stove God to be such a like small, independent, like very niche artist, for him to be in Houston. Motherfuckers were rapping words. It was unreal. I was having like a religious experience in that crowd. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm like so happy that I moved, because Connecticut crowds are so fucking boring, because like a lot of people are just going to shows to go to shows on a Friday night and not because this is somebody they want to see. And so like they can't sing along even if they wanted to. But nah, people were going up for Stove God.
Do I want to go to Hartford now?
It was crazy.
Fuck, I don't know now.
No, I mean it's like for that show, that price is an investment. I'm talking about like when I was going to see like Flatbush Zombies, I forgot who opened for them. Somebody good though. And those tickets were only like $35. And so like if you're a Yale college student, like on a Friday, like you just want to go see a show, like you don't care who. You also have $35 to go see a show, pre-game in your room, and then you're just like fucked up inside Toad's place, like not really caring who you see or what's happening around you. Like fucking up my experience because like I'm here because this person matters.
Yeah. Well, I thankfully had a pleasant experience at those 2 times I went to concerts almost a decade ago. So I'll be the
I'm
first.
glad.
Rihanna puts on a great show. Very good showman. Her and Eminem put on a great show. Like it was like an experience. It was a really good show.
That's
Got
dope.
the crowd involved.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot.
Banter.
That is going to be the highest grossing tour of all time. Is when Rihanna tours behind her next and last project that's never coming out.
That's another one. Yeah, that'll never be her.
Imagine
also someone I've got no limit. I want all the Rihanna merch because it's never going to happen again.
Oh my god!
Glad the only 2 I went to was to see her
get
twice.
it framed in like glass, get it encased in glass. All this Rihanna merch, and then just wait, and then just wait, and then eBay. Not even gonna have children to like bequeath all this money to. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the money that I'm just gonna fucking
all the money.
Yeah, it's gonna be stupid.
All right, I'll ask Denise to see if she has any insider info as the Rihanna stan.
She would already have
next week.
made the ticket purchase.
She probably already has the tickets. She's just been holding out.
Hiding it in your credit card. Purchasing, just shuffling money around. Just embezzling.
Terrible.
Rihanna deserves it. No, she's a billionaire. She doesn't need it all. I hope she does a tour with all that money she's got.
She doesn't even need to.
100% proceeds go to charity.
Or back into her Fenty business. Yo. For nosebleeds. Nasty.
$400 for a URL link that you must watch from one computer
at home.
And if the webcam detects more than one person, shuts off.
Yo, and it locks you out.
Right. Now everyone has to, if there are 3 people in the camera, 3 people need to have bought tickets.
Nasty. And then you can't go in unless your webcam is open, so they have to verify.
Yep.
And if not, immediate DDoS.
Yo, if you don't got fiber, you also can't go.
Damn. So glad that I got to see her already. You don't have to jump through any of those hoops.
That's so funny. I'm gonna sell that idea to Ticketmaster.
Yes.
Oh gosh. All right. So the next time you see us, ladies, gentlemen, theys, thems, all the people of this world, B and I will have a reasonable amount of Larry June merch. Hopefully.
Reasonable.
Cruz will have bought reasonably priced 50-cent tickets. Hopefully.
Yes.
And we will all be doing our best to be better people today than we were yesterday. And so on and so forth. And all that jazz. Any last words for our listener folks, friends in the universe? Any parting bits of wisdom and things of that nature?
Skies out, thighs out.
Yeah!
2023.
Drink your water.
Oh, okay.
It's starting to get hot out there.
All right. Keep it funky. Keep it fresh. We out this hoe. Later. Oh, yeah. Make sure you go online at www.BadKidzPod, BadKidzPod.com. Check us out online. Bonus content, blog notes, episode notes, pictures of us, information about us, ways to contact us, a whole bunch of stuff that you only get when you log on to www.BadKidzPod, BadKidzPod.com. You heard me. All right, we done. Log on.